having issues. Hi and welcome everyone. I am your host, Professor Tuck, and what we're going to be talking about today is some interesting developments. Life is fluid. Life always likes to throw you sidebars or what is it, curveballs and things like that. So, you guys know that I've kind of had an opportunity to be here, um, in Missouri, and that's been a good thing, and so on and so forth. But sometimes when you live with a person, you may have a strong enough difference of opinion or compatibility issues to where you may question whether or not this is a good situation or not. And so my host and I have sat down and we had a mutual conversation where we came to a similar conclusion, different ways. And so as part of this whole thing, as much as I wanted to start America's Backbone, and I might just do that and turn it into a hiking channel and just let this remain being a homeless channel. But um, I don't know. I still don't know what I'm going to do on that end. But right now, we have a couple of dates that are set in stone that are going to allow us the opportunity to have an effective separation if that's the way we want to go. Right now we're just kind of filling things out, exploring things. But come October 1st is the first deadline that we have given each other as a way to see the progress. Are we able to get past our differences and be able to commingle, or are we not? And if we're not, that's why October 1st is the first go date. If October 1st, what's up, Skeeter? If October 1st comes, and we feel that we can reconcile our differences, I'm still going out on trail, but instead of leaving on October, I'm going to be leaving around the right around Christmas or New Year's, and I'm going to start the southern terminus in Key West, and I'll have enough to buy a bus ticket for myself and Sam. So regardless, I promise you guys next year I would be getting out on trail for a while. I think that since I wasn't able to get things going here and get the stability, um, revert back to default. That's the great thing about me is, as you gain and lose things, you change with them. But as you lose things, you go right back to the basics. So what I've done is I've gotten a couple of gifts while I'm here, and I wanted to share with you. So you guys remember that I had what was it? A Teton, a Teton Sport. Oh, crap! God damn it! Hold on. A Teton Sport, 75-liter backpack. Let me go grab it for you real quick. So, and you want to know why I have the zip ties? So as you guys see here, plus here is one of my passports. Okay, and so these are zip tied to your bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this and use a zip tie to put it to this bag because this is your reputation. I had two of them before I traded in my last bag, and I always regretted not keeping these because it lets people know where you've been, what you've done, and things along those lines. So this is my tag from the Appalachian Trail. That's why I need zip ties from time to time. Okay, so anyways, what I'm going to be doing with this one, okay, so this is a Teton Sport. The warranty is not transferable, just so you know. But if you buy them brand new, they're about $100 or so. But if you buy them brand new, they come with a lifetime warranty. This is a replacement of the original one that I got. But it's been a good pack. I will tell you the only thing that I would change about it is the thicker straps. But if you're going to do long distance, you want the thicker straps versus these thin ones here. But it's part about making it lightweight. It's about 4.5 pounds. So I know that I have people in my community that could really use one of these. And since I got a bag for free, what I'm doing with this one is I'm giving this bag away for free. If you think that if you would like to have a backpack, if you would like me to send this to you, we may have to work out somebody paying for the paying for what is it, transport not transport shipping. to get it sent to you. I may cover it. I may be able to cover it for people in specific circumstances, but for the most part, I would expect you to pay for the shipping. And this bag is yours. It's a piece of memorabilia, something that I've used on the road with me over all these months and years. And so this is my Teton Sport. Again, it's a 65 liter with a 10 liter expansion. Okay, so it works out to 75 liters, and it does have. That's the one thing I don't like about this one is it doesn't have a hood compartment, and it even comes with its own ring cover, and also got here as well. And this one comes modified with Friar Tuck's or Professor Tuck's own modification. I took one of those cheap $10 uh, Ozark Trail sleeping pads, and I used Gorilla Tape, and I taped it in 3 spots, as you can see, because these are all adjustable. I taped it in 3 spots to get me some extra padding, because I will tell you, over time, I don't know what happened with my shoulder here. I will have to eventually go to a doctor and get it checked out. But my shoulder, just with the thin pads and everything else like that, it is actually will cause you pain, which is the reason why I decided to take this one. So this one here, this was it's Camp Trails, okay? But this right here, I mean, you want to feel?
Yeah.
Feel how heavy it is.
That's not terrible. I don't think that's
It's
as
about
heavy as that one.
well, because that was fully packed out, and I took some of my electronics out. I'm missing about 10 to 15 pounds on this.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So this will become much heavier. That's why having thick, firm straps like this is so important. Okay, because when you go along, because I may have to, and the nice thing is that these are replaceable, so I can just buy me another strap if I want to buy like some 3 inch. This is actually modifiable to be able to do it. But if you guys remember when I first started out on trail, what was it? I had an external frame. It was much smaller than this. This is what, a 75 liter or 65?
We never decided. I got it for free. I don't know.
I think this is most likely a 75 liter, just because of the extension here. I would be hard pressed, because this thing's got a lot of space in it. Okay, so let me show you the bare bones that I've packed out. So part of the reason why I'm waiting till October is I'm missing a few pieces of gear. First of all, I need to get a piece of gear for Sam. It's called the Inferno. It's a rough wear jacket. It costs about $150, but it'll make sure, regardless of how cold it gets, that Sam will be warm in sub-zero temperatures, even if it's snowing outside. So at least the dog lives if I don't. Okay, so I got to get that. Plus, I need to get my hammock. The hammock right now is about $120 through Amazon. Is Shanty Life Outfitters. You guys saw I had one before. Sam ripped a hole in my last one, as you can see her. I don't know if you guys can see her or not. Yeah, she's right there, passed out after ripping apart a Chewy. So, but anyways, that's let's see what questions we've got. What's up, Skeeter? Okay, what's up, Jesse? I have a video for you. I'll text you later. Okay, Skeeter, that's perfect. Thank you. So anyway, so let's talk about the front pouch of what we got in this. So I like to compartmentalize things. This is something I'm gonna have to drop. I like it, but it's too much weight, and
I'll mail it back.
yeah, it's too much weight. For this is probably about 2 pounds. Just to be able to cut my hair, as much as I like it. I know guys that go into Walmart, spend $40 for it, go shave their head and return it. So I know people who do that, but something like this I probably won't bring. I was doing a base pack out this morning. So this was another gift. This right here is my cook set. This is a Coleman, right?
It's a Stanley Coleman.
Yeah. So these.
Yeah.
Okay. So this this got 2 cups.
If you replace one of the cups with the alcohol stud, it all fits in there with the lighter.
No, I keep it separate, because you never know if you're gonna have a guest, and you always want to be able to have an extra cup. There's been a couple of times where it doesn't happen very often, but you always want to make sure you have a cup. Plus, I've got my titanium spoon. my trusty, my trusty spoon. I've got my butane. Okay, because I prefer butane, especially if it's wet out. Butane, versus alcohol, which I also do have an alcohol burner and a fire starter. Plus, I also have this. So I am very versatile in the way that I can cook. I'm going to set this up to put this inside. If if I can't find any twigs, I'm going to just use the last of the butane, and I technically don't even need to bring it with me because of I've got an alcohol burner. I've got a twig burner, so therefore I can put the alcohol down in the center and cook it just like that, no problem. So having this butane may be something extra that I don't need. So I've been making some modifications and some changes. I just don't know all of. So that freed up some room in here. Perfect. Okay. So that is my kitchen. Okay, and then over here, I've got my food. Okay, I haven't filled this pack up yet. I'm starting to put electronics in down here. My sleep system is down here. So this is where my blanket and my underquilt are, and I will have to when I get my hammock set up. I will be able to. I will have to move the blanket up here, and then my whole sleep system will be down there, so I don't have to get into the top of the bag. That's the benefit of having this. Okay, and then let's see. That was okay. So that was and then over here I have this is all of my first aid and my hygiene. It's just basic. It's gauze, bandage, antibacterial stuff like that. In here, the things that I have that will matter to you are I've got wipes. Okay, I've got some gloves. This was given to me by my neighbor, and of course I've got my food with some chicken. Okay, I've still got my 6-liter bladder. Okay, and I got another pack, which these will dwindle quick, and then I've got a couple sets of clothing, and that's essentially what I've got set up. So all I really need is a base layer for the winter. I need Sam to be able to have her overcoat. I need the Shanty Life outfitter. I need the hammock replaced, and that'll cost me somewhere around $500 total to be able to purchase all of those things, and then just take Sam to the vet so that we can make sure she's got everything updated. Which I think that'll cost. It could cost anywhere from like 50 to $200 depending upon what's going on. That's kind of my budget for something like that. But that's essentially me doing my basic loadout. But if you guys remember when I first started on the Florida Trail, I had a similar setup. I had a ground tarp that was from my tent, which that thing was thin as thing could be. And then I had my a blanket that was very similar to my puffer wolf, but not as good. What else? That and I didn't even have a pillow with me at the time. I had to use my bag as a pillow, and that was my sleep system. And I didn't get a tent um, for probably about 300 to 400 miles. It wasn't until I got through St. Mark's and stayed at a campground where some people took pity on me and went and bought me one of the Ozark Trail, the cheap tents. I mean, that thing's about 7 pounds, but when you need a tent, especially when it rains, it's very, very important. Um, but yeah, once I get the Shanty Life, the because it comes with a tarp, it comes with a bug net, and it comes with extra long straps and a really good hammock. So yeah, I've got my whole setup once I get those things replaced, and then I can definitely get going. So I have a okay. So mm, that is my basic check-in for this week, guys. Hey, if you guys want to support me in any way, you can come over to hobotuck.com. And there is a support button. It's in the menu, and if you go there, it'll tell you all the different ways, whether it be affiliate links or other things that if you want to help the channel along, help me with a little bit of the funding, you're more than welcome to do it. But I am going on trail, and depending upon how everything works out, Concho will be my home base. I will be going back. I will probably go for about 9-10 months. So I'll be, if I leave in October, actually, if I leave in October, I'll be back in October. But if I leave in January, I will still be October by the end of October. By the time Halloween comes, I should be hunkered down in my place, and by then my property should be within a couple of months of being paid off. So when I get back, I have the ability to maybe start doing some building, or getting some things ready, so that because what my goal is, when I'm what I have two goals for doing this. My first goal is to raise funds to get my property paid off early. The second goal is to raise funds to be able to afford the build out of my uh the build out of my property. We're talking about what is it? Septic, the house, place for livestock. See, I went out there and I had money coming in, but the way things changed. So now that I understand like where I made my mistakes, what happened, what went right, what went wrong, and I'm going back to the basics, basically where I started to begin with. We're doing the build up. So by October, and no later than January, I will be leaving for trail. Most of it depends upon gear and other things that go on, but that's essentially where we're moving. I'd prefer to be upfront with you guys and go that way. But hey guys, this was only meant to be a quick 15-20 minute check-in. I will chit chat with you guys again. The next let's see, my next day off is Monday, so I will see you guys Monday night. Same bat time, same bat channel.